Hi there, David Lee for the James Bond dossier, and it is the 1st of February, so I'm into the second month of doing this now. And I've been telling you the story of me watching, or my recollections of me watching the films for the first time as far as I can remember them, and we're well into the Pierce Brosnan era, so that's not going to last very long unless I start to go into excruciating detail, which it's not really in my nature to do that. So we're gonna have to move on to something else soon. What will it be? That's the big question. So today I'm going to talk about The World Is Not Enough, Pierce Brosnan's third Bond film, released in 1999. By then, I'd been seeing somebody for a couple of years who lived in Barcelona, so I didn't go to see it with her since I was living in the UK. I went to go and see it with my sister, as far as I can remember. My sister's a big Bond fan too. My parents brought us up the right way, and I think I liked it a bit more than the two previous Brosnan films. I liked the start of the pre-title sequence. It's set in Bilbao, but when it got back to London and carried on with that chase, it just goes on and on and on forever. It's too long. I think other elements I didn't mind too much, well, there you go. Probably I got it out on video 6 months after it was released at the cinema as well, just like I did with Tomorrow Never Dies. And so I'm going to move on now to Die Another Day. By this time I'd actually moved to Barcelona, and so when I went to see that at the cinema, a couple of things I remember about it. One, it was the first time my girlfriend had ever seen a Bond film, let alone a Bond film on the big screen. And we went on a Saturday, I think it was, Saturday afternoon, and she thought she was going to sleep through it, so she had a bit of a shock when she found it was so loud. Trying to get there, we were going to drive across Barcelona to get to the cinema where we could see it in English, and I got to the car and the bloody car wouldn't start, so we had to take the metro across town. So first half of that film I thought was on the whole pretty good. I think that the hovercraft chase went on a bit too long. Again, the pre-title sequence was a bit overblown, but the first half of the film wasn't too bad. It goes downhill very, very rapidly once they get to London, and especially when Bond goes to visit Q, and there's the Aston Martin vanish and all that kind of stuff. But you know, the bit in Cuba and so on was, I thought pretty good. I enjoyed it up until that point, and so it's a very mixed bag. And originally it was designed to be a bit more of a straightforward Bond, a straightforward spy thriller, and it's a shame that they didn't pursue that route, but the director apparently insisted on that. So that is it as far as the Pierce Brosnan era goes. I went through a whole period. It's the Brosnan era. It seemed like a big thing at the time, and probably was a big thing at the time, especially since they got Bond back on the big screen again after a 6-year break. But it only lasted from 95 through till 2002. So that was 7 years, and it's almost as long as the break between Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan. So there you go. The Daniel Craig era has, as it turned out, been much longer. And I guess tomorrow I will be moving on to Casino Royale. So see you then. To watch it, jamesbonddossier.com/watch. Listen to it. You can go to jamesbonddossier.com/listen. My book, The Complete Guide to the Drinks of James Bond, you can get at jamesbonddrinks.com. That's it for now. See you tomorrow.